Reframing dementia as a disability. If you're injured, break a bone, have a stroke, or some type of major surgery, you would go to rehab or rehabilitative care and support when you leave the hospital. This type of rehabilitation usually takes place in a skilled nursing center. Often, it is for a short time while you're going through physical, speech, or occupational therapies. Similarly, if you're diagnosed with a learning disability, you would work with mental health professionals and teachers to develop a learning plan that will support you in learning. These accommodations for your learning disability might include longer testing time, environments that reduce distraction, closed captioning, or other ways to optimize your personal learning potential and outcomes. This type of rehabilitation doesn't necessarily remove your disability, but it provides supports that you can use to play to your strengths. According to the World Health Organization, dementia is a major cause of disability and dependence in older persons. If we thought about dementia as a disability, how might we reframe our approach? Kate Swaffer, a person living with young onset dementia, says, dementia is a progressive and chronic neurodegenerative disorder. It is characterized by cognitive and functional impairments, including changes to long and short term memory recall, reasoning, planning, language, perception, and activities of daily living. It is a terminal condition which often spans many years from diagnosis to death. In our culture, we mistakenly think about people with dementia as old people in the end stages of life who are no longer able to do many activities of daily living. Often, when people are given a diagnosis of dementia, they are told to go home and get their affairs in order. Many feel like they are being directed to go home and wait to die. On the other hand, the disability community reminds us that everyone is a whole human being. It fosters strategies that help the person to function as well as possible, regardless of where they live. Kate Swaffer says, the significant and positive impact of being meaningfully and positively engaged is paramount to a person's well being, their ability to be resilient and positive, their motivation to fight against the symptoms of dementia, and their ability to better manage the emotional toll of the diagnosis. When we look at dementia as a cognitive disability, it opens up the possibilities of a strengths-based approach where people with dementia can access tools and accommodations that support them in living well with dementia. Accommodations can be environmental, such as redesigning lighting, flooring, and design that supports use of space and wayfinding. Social accommodations include using supports like easy-to-read signage or personal notes to reduce repetitive questioning, provide reassurance, and help people continue to contribute to their home and community. Technology can also provide supports. Simplified technology can optimize function and communication through things like larger font sizes, easier interfaces, and reminders. Using a strengths-based approach where we focus on maintaining and strengthening what people can do, not just focusing on what they cannot do, enables us to empower people living with dementia and their care partners. A strengths-based approach requires us to think creatively to meet the goals of the person with the cognitive disability. When we reframe dementia as a disability, we emphasize the importance and understand our obligation to make accommodations for cognitive disabilities just like we do for any other disability. How can you empower someone you know with dementia to live well?